On this week's episode, we're going to show you the activity around one of our water sources and update you on our food plots.
And we're going to take you on a fun coyote hunt.
The legacy of the sportsman is fading. And traditions are being lost. We are not just meant to live on this earth, but we are to subdue it and have dominion over it. To preserve the sport of hunting, pass on traditions to the youth. That is our legacy. The legacy of the hunting grounds.
The Hunting Grounds is brought to you by Lucky Buck, Popeyes of Northwest Arkansas, SJF Productions, Rhino Outdoors, Eagle Seed, Antler Dirt, Shaybug Design, and Hook, Line, and Sinker Outdoors. And now time for the Diggin' 365 Management Moment.
The drought's upon us here in Northwest Arkansas. Let's take a look at the food plots and how they're standing up to it. Well, as you can see, we're in the middle of our Eagle Seed soybean food plot, and they're just picked clean. 2 weeks ago, when we showed you our last episode, our Eagle Seed soybeans were every bit as tall as they are now, but they were green, they were full, and they were lush. And they've been doing great keeping up with the drought-like conditions up till this point. Well, over the last 2 weeks, deer have ran out of any kind of moisture out there in the woods that they're able to reach. Our ponds are dried up, and so they're hitting on these Eagle Seed soybean food plots really hard. And as you can tell, there is not much left in this food plot. Some of our other food plots are doing pretty good, but we are desperate for any kind of rain.
You can bet if it's in season, we're going to be hunting it. Coyotes are in, let's go to the field.
I'm out here coyote hunting with Steven and Austin, hoping to redeem myself from being literally skunked a few weeks ago. And I hope to take a coyote out tonight. We're a few minutes into the hunt. Steven has the caller screaming and Austin is back there texting. Them two are always up to something.
What do you mean we ain't up to no good?
It's true!
Taylor, I just don't know about that. I think we're pretty much always angels. Black underwear.
I'll give it to Taylor, I was texting, but who wears black underwear only with a leaf suit?
No, they totally had it wrong. Those were black shorts that I was wearing under my leaf suit.
Okay, get ready. Watch the moves.
I got my first coyote. We had a few problems with how fast he came in and how close he came in. We didn't get it on camera because Steven had hit record when he thought it wasn't recording, but I am happy to get my first coyote. It's been messing with my dogs, and I hope to take out a few more.
Steve, how do you film the whole hunt and then miss the shot?
So Austin and I decided to test Taylor's theory of how it's the GoPro's fault that he didn't put the perfect shot on it. And Taylor, I think we just proved you wrong.
Lucky shot.
I couldn't have asked for a better time taking out my first coyote with the guys.
If you have a unique tip or technique that may aid other hunters in the field and would like to submit them to the hunting grounds, please contact us at thehuntinggrounds@gmail.com.
Well, just like a lot of you guys, you're probably in search of your bucks that you're going to hunt this season. We're doing the exact same. And we have about 45 acres here, and a lot of people think you can put one camera out in that 45 acres and you're going to see every deer that's on that property. Well, that's just not the case. We've got 3 different camera stations set up on this 45 acres, and we're moving them repeatedly because we just aren't going to pick up all the deer on this property. I can promise you that we're going to have some bucks, usually smaller bucks, that are going to pick up on a couple of those cameras, and during this time of year, the big mature bucks just aren't moving as much as the smaller ones. So we're going to capture them on a few of the cameras here and there, and we're going to be able to pinpoint the exact location those big boys are staying. So when it comes hunting season, especially early season, we're going to be able to set up in their bedroom. On our last episode, Austin and I introduced to you that we put a water tank in one of our food plots to help the deer during these drought-like conditions. This week, we're going to update you on the activity around that water source.
On our last episode, y'all know we put this water source out and showed y'all how deer became accustomed to it only after a few days. In this episode, we're going to show you the different species that use this water source also. We had a lot of questions on why we didn't use the water tablets for mosquitoes, and we also had a lot of questions on why we didn't bury it to make it look more natural. The reason why we don't use water tablets is because we have to refill the water tank pretty often, and it's not cost effective because mosquitoes don't develop in that short period of time. We decided not to bury our tank. We decided to brush it in and make it look more natural, and the reason for that is because when you bury it, all kinds of debris and junk's going to get kicked in there, and it's going to be really hard to clean. Like this, we can just dump it over, wash it out, and refill it every time.
Well, that's it for this week's episode. I hope drought-like conditions aren't as bad in your neck of the woods, or you don't have any at all, but we're going to be praying for rain here. Guys, until next episode, go out everywhere to get a youth or a new hunter involved in the outdoors, and as always, have a better than average day.
To learn more about the hunting grounds, be sure to check out our Facebook page and our website at thehuntinggrounds.com. And be sure to follow us at Twitter at THGTV.
Music for the Hunting Grounds is provided by Brian Matthew Ellis.
Okay, ready?
I'm ready to go.
Okay, we gotta do this. Okay, here we go.
Pop of the gun.
He looked right.
Darn it! I looked right away.
Dude,
I don't know what I'm doing.
okay, ready?
I want to
Three. I know.
You don't shut up.
3, 2, 1. Here we go. Look happy, please.
And we're gonna take you on one phone call. That's not a chicken. What was it?
No. Ready?
Yeah, recording.
That's been recording, hasn't it?
It has.